Clara remembered perfectly, even though she had been only a tiny child, the first time her Uncle Marcos came to the house after one of his voyages. He settled in as if he planned to stay forever. After a short time, bored with having to appear at ladies' gatherings where the mistress of the house played the piano, with playing cards and with dodging all his relatives' pressure to pull himself together and take a job as a clerk in Severo del Val's law practice, he bought a barrel organ and took to the streets with the hope of seducing his cousin Antonita and entertaining the public in the bargain. The machine was just a rusty box with wheels, but he painted it with seafaring designs and gave it a fake ship smokestack. It ended up looking like a coal stove. The organ played either a military march or a waltz, and in between turns of the handle, the parrot, who had managed to learn Spanish, though he had not lost his foreign accent, would draw a crowd with his piercing shrieks. He also plucked slips of paper from a box with his beak, by way of selling fortunes to the curious. The little pink, green and blue papers were so clever that they always divulged the exact secret wishes of the customers. Beside fortunes, there were little balls of sawdust to amuse the children, and a special powder that was supposed to cure impotence, which Marcos sold under his breath to passers-by afflicted with that malady. The idea of the organ was a last desperate attempt to win the hand of cousin Antonita, after more conventional means of courting her had failed. Marcos thought no woman in her right mind could remain impassive before a barrel organ serenade. He stood beneath her window one evening and played his military march and his waltz, just as she was taking tea with a group of female friends. Antonita did not realize the music was meant for her, until the parrot called her by her full name, at which point she appeared at the window. Her reaction was not what her suitor had hoped for. Her friends offered to spread the news to every saloon in the city, and the next day people thronged the downtown streets, hoping to see Severo del Val's brother-in-law playing the organ and selling little sawdust balls with a moth-eaten parrot, for the sheer pleasure of proving that even in the best of families there could be good reason for embarrassment.